Hey guys, Jim Chester here. I have CJ Mertz here. We're at Chirofest 2018 in the Pacific Northwest. Paul Reed's event up here. They had so much talent here this weekend, right?
Oh, off the charts. And that's what his goal has been from the beginning. I've been with Paul in this movement here in the Northwest almost from the beginning. And even then, he just had the best of the best speakers, the best minds. Even if they were young, you could tell they were the next greats, and that's what he has here this time as well, for sure.
So what keeps you coming back?
Well, vision, number one. Paul just has a great vision for what Chirofest is. I have this huge community of people. There's so many people here that I know, so it's always fun to just kind of have a reunion with all my best friends. And there's no question you get dipped. I've been a chiropractor and a coach for 30 years. But it doesn't matter. I mean, everyone needs to get dipped, and so for me to be back here, it's just about getting dipped again. It's been beautiful. Yeah.
So let's turn it back to you now. Let's talk a little bit about this career and how you started out and where you are today.
Well, I'm going to just thank God. It was just an amazing thing to see what happened with my practice, my life. Most of you probably know I was stuck seeing 100 patient visits a week. And not really sure where I was going, and I had more questions than I had answers. And the Lord led me to 5 mentors, and I look back on it now, in the order that those mentors came to me was the exact order that I needed them. So keep praying, because your right mentors are on their way. And my practice went from 100 a week to 100 a day in 6 months, and then doubled again in about 8 months. And again, I thank God for all that. But having the right processes is really what changed everything for me. So I started having chiropractors come to my office, which was mind-blowing to see what I had built, and that led to creating the waiting list practice. And that became an amazing movement. Today we've coached over 16,000 chiropractic teams in 30 countries, speaking 12 different languages. So, when I say it's a nation of people, it's just amazing what it has become. Yeah.
So I know there's so many people out there with big visions. How did you start to systemize your vision to the point where it started getting that gravitational force?
Yeah, that's awesome. So one of my mentors said, what would it be like if you got out of your way? And I'll never forget him phrasing it that way. Like, if there were no barriers and you could get out of your way, what would happen? And he said, don't say anything, just go write it down. And it might be 5 minutes from now, it might be 15 minutes from now, it might be a couple days from now, just let it come. And when it came, I had tears in my eyes, and I realized if I just could believe I could get out of my way. I had such a hard time even believing I could get out of my way, but I really tried to get myself into that space. And that's when it all really, I think, started, when I was able to see for the first time what could potentially happen. So that I would suggest for anybody is just, what if you could get out of your way, right? What if whatever issues that are going on in your life and your practice right now, what if they weren't there? What could happen?
You brought up an important thing there. One of my mentors told me, Jim, if you just got out of your own way, you could change the world.
Amen.
You know what, though? I kind of resented him for saying that, because I felt like he's taking a strike at my character, because he basically was challenging me to go out and do more than what I was actually doing. So I was like,
oh, I see.
I got a little bit resentful. But then what happened is I realized after about 2 years, that I did get out of my own way, and I am changing the world.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's fantastic.
And here's a bit of advice for everybody out there, too. My other mentor, he said, quit taking what people give you and start taking what you want.
How did that translate?
Well, I stopped taking jobs I didn't want.
Right.
I stopped serving in things I didn't feel like I was necessary to have myself serving in. And now the universe provides to me at a higher level.
That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Well, those are universal principles, universal success principles, right? I totally agree with that. And so for me now, coaching has become a next level, in that now that we're in this incredible online community, things that are available today weren't available even just 15 years ago. So helping chiropractors get into the place where they're using the right technologies to grow their practices is really, really exciting. And so that is what I do with my clients, is make sure that they're integrating the right principles, the right technologies, and the right people to get where they want to go.
So this is a big question. What's next for you?
I am in the next. I mean, my next is right now. It's just incredible. I've never been more excited. My wife is my whole life, my 3 daughters, and so for me, it all starts with God and my family, and to be able to spend the time that I have with them now is the blessing beyond belief. But then beyond that is really helping chiropractic become the brand of healthcare for the next 500 years. So while I'm working with chiropractors, I also etch out time to work with not all, but a few of the top companies that have the biggest impact for chiropractic, and I'm consulting those companies to be the best they can be to help us take chiropractic to the world, and that's exciting.
Well, CJ, thank you so much. If people want to get in touch with you for any of your coaching or your programs, how do they do that?
Oh, just go to cjmertz.com and you'll find out about our total skills integration seminars. You'll find out how you can have a one-on-one call with me if you want to find out more about our program or how I can help you in any way in your practice, cjmertz.com.
Well, I feel really blessed to be able to spend some time with you and to be able to get to know you, become your friend, and I look forward to the next 500 years for chiropractic as well. But if you guys appreciate what we're doing here with Chiro Hustle, please give us some hearts, some thumbs up. If you guys think that this is valuable, please share it. And once again, if you guys want more information on what we do, go to chirohustle.com. And is it okay if I go and close out?
Come on.
All right. You guys are just one story away. Keep hustling.
That's awesome.